Welcome to another edition of The Hard Count. I'm Michael Emami, and I recently had a great interview with High Point Christian Academy's lineman Kameron Tinnin. Tinnin is a member of the 2022 class and currently stands at 6 foot 2 inches and 260 pounds. Tinnin is developing nicely through his program and has experience playing both offensive guard and defensive tackle, and we talk a little bit about that and more on this episode. All right, everyone, here is Kameron Tinnin. Enjoy. Awesome. So I see here that you go to High Point Christian Academy High School in North Carolina. Tell me a little bit about your program.
We're 2A. This year we came up close to the states playoffs. We finished the season 3-3 this season.
Okay. All right. So how have you kind of been navigating through COVID and all that? How has your team done that?
We were only scheduled to play 6 games this whole season. Lots of players some of our players have caught COVID, and we had to quarantine. But throughout the process, we've just been working.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. So what have you guys kind of been doing in terms of workouts and all that? What's your training regimen look like?
Mostly weightlifting in the mornings. I play basketball now. We're in basketball season.
Right.
I've been doing weight training, speed training, agility, working on my feet, my hands, most of that stuff.
Yeah, and so obviously you're a junior now. You're class of 2022.
Yes,
so what
sir.
are you kind of trying to perfect, I'd say, going into next year in terms of your goals with your mechanics and all that?
Next year, my main focus is to work on my motor, firing off the ball, and just affecting the game more.
Yeah, and so obviously here it says that you're a guard and defensive tackle.
Yes, sir.
So kind of what are you doing, I'd say, with basketball in terms of, does that help you with your training for football at all? Does that help kind of, because you're very tall, obviously you're 6 foot 2 inches. So
Yes, sir.
what do you kind of do in basketball that does the training for that help with that at all or anything like that? Are they kind of interchangeable?
Yes, sir. Well, my first love growing up was basketball, and throughout the years, it's just been working on my agility, movement laterally, and all that stuff.
Yeah. So are you trying to, because it says here you're 260 pounds, are you trying to gain weight for next season, or you think you're good where you're at right now?
Uh, right now, I've lost 10 pounds. Right now, I'm 250 right now. But next season, I hope to get back up to 270 at least.
Yeah. And so, kind of tell me a little about your relationship with your head coach. How has that kind of been through the development of you through your program?
Um, Coach Bell has been like a great mentor to me. I entered the program my freshman year, and I played my JV for him. And then I moved up to varsity my sophomore year, and ever since then, our connection just got stronger.
All right. And so, how did you kind of facilitate that relationship with your head coach? Did you just kind of work on the drills and stuff like that, or what did you kind of do with that?
He set me up with individual training. He's put me on with a lot of college coaches, told me what all I need to work on. He's helped me a lot in the weight room and a lot of other things.
Yeah. And so, have you heard from any schools at this point?
I've heard from a few. I've talked to Western, and I've been hearing from a lot of D2 and D3s. But by next season, I hope to get my name out there.
All right, very, very cool. And so, tell me a little bit about your mom and dad, your parents. How have they kind of influenced you?
My dad has always told me, if you want something, you got to go get it. Nothing's gonna be given to you. My mom's very hardworking. My goal is just to make sure I can provide for her and my family.
All right, very, very cool. And so, what's kind of the first thing you want a college program to know about you?
I'm a hard worker. Um, I feel like I could bring a lot to the program, and I feel like I'm up to all challenges. Never back down.
All right, awesome.
Yes, sir.
And so, do you have any hobbies outside of football? Any interests outside of football?
Mostly basketball.
Mostly basketball. All right. And so, how's your season going there?
Um, we just got back from Rock Hill. We had a tournament. We went 0-1, but right now we're 9-2 on the season.
All right, very, very good, very, very good. And so, kind of one last question here for you:
Yes,
if
sir.
you were to get drafted by an NFL team, what'd be your preferred team you'd want to get drafted by?
Ooh, good. I would have to say the Panthers because I like North Carolina.
All right, Panthers.
So
Awesome, awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on, Cameron. I really appreciate it.
yes, sir.
All right, thank you. You have a good one. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, everyone, that was Kameron Tinnin out of High Point Christian Academy in North Carolina. If you'd like to contact Cameron, his Twitter account is at Cam Tinnin, and that's spelled KamTinnin. If you want to go ahead and give him a follow on Twitter, please go ahead and do that. If you'd like to contact me, my Twitter account is at Emami Michael. My Instagram page is at The Hard Count with Michael Emami. The Facebook page is also at The Hard Count with Michael Emami. Be sure to give those a follow and a like on those as well, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'll be much appreciated. And special thanks also to Cameron for coming on. Really appreciate him being able to talk about his program, what he's going through right now, and his aspirations for the future. All right, everybody, thanks so much for listening. This has been The Hard Count. Do you have what it takes to go do one?